What the fuck? Oh, okay, that's not an animal. Huh. Good. What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? This morning we are going out to get a little gas again, and then we are headed to work again. And I thought on the way there I would talk about something that a lot of people ask when they're first starting to want to ride a motorcycle, which is, what is a good beginner bike? Now, I have an interesting opinion on this because I did not start on, I guess, what you would consider to be a beginner bike. This FZ8 is my first bike. It's a little bit bigger than, I guess, what people would usually recommend. Now, do I think you need to start on a 300? No. I personally think that eventually you're going to outgrow a 300 and you're going to want to sell it and trade up to get a bigger bike. Now, this isn't saying that the 300s are bad bikes. I mean, the Ninja 300, the Yamaha R3, the CBR 300, I like all of them. However, if you're completely scared to death of the power of a bike and you just absolutely need to start on a small one, I do think one of those 300s would be a way to go. I just, it automatically boils down to personal preference when it comes to the look of the bikes. And if you're a brand tour, I mean, if you're just stuck to Yamaha or stuck to Kawasaki or stuck to Honda, I mean, one of those three bikes is going to get it done for you. If you want to start on a 600, I mean, power to you, man. Go for it. Although I do think there are motorcycles around that class that are better than, you know, say an R6 or CBR 600RR. I do think for like beginners, bikes like the FZ6R, the CBR 500F, and the Suzuki SV650, they're all really good starter bikes with really even power bands, but they have enough power to where you won't necessarily outgrow them and want something bigger. It's a bike that you can get and stay happy on for your entire time riding if that's what you choose. Hell yeah, $1.95. Man, I'm loving these gas prices.
Hello.
Had to run in there and get myself a little NOS, although they put it in a brown paper bag, so it looks like they sold me liquor at 8 in the morning. That's cool. And back to what I was saying, do I think it's a bad idea to start on a super sport like an R6, CBR 600RR, Gixxer 600, Gixxer 750, any of those bikes? No, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's too much power. I think if you can respect the engine that you have underneath you and know how to control yourself and also know how to control your motorcycle, I think anything could be a decent starter bike. It all depends on you. Because I came from riding a scooter to riding an FZ8. Now that is a pretty big jump in power, and yeah, it did take me, you know, a few days to get used to, but you know, once you get a feel for what you got going on underneath you, it doesn't really make a difference how big the engine underneath of you is if you know what you're doing. And you know, all this talk about the sport bikes, I mean, starting out on a dual sport can be just as good of an idea as starting out on any sport bike. I mean, a lot of people think that dual sports make better starter bikes than anything, but you know, overall, my opinion of a starter bike is honestly whatever you want it to be. If you want to start riding a motorcycle, go and take the MSF course. I'm not dogging on the DMV way at all. I just think if you have never ridden a motorcycle before, the MSF course is the way to go. Gonna do ourselves a little breakfast before we go into work because I did not eat anything before I left my house. Alright, I'm just gonna get a sausage AM Crunchwrap.
Alright, that'll be all today?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Anything to drink?
No sir.
Alright, so 270, the second one, 344.
Little trash can in the way, that's okay. No thanks. Thanks, man. Let me just put this shit in my jacket. This bitch in the dick. It's funny, I see people post pictures of motorcycles going through drive-thrus and laughing at it. I'm like, well, it's just like taking a car through the drive-thru. I mean, kinda. But yeah, like I was saying about the MSF course, I really do think that it's the best way to go. It's a little more expensive than doing it the DMV way, but I mean, it's 2 days long. and you have your M2. You don't need to sit on a permit for 30 days. You go for 2 days, and then you have your M2. Take that to the DMV, pay a little fee for changing your license, and then that is the end of things. Go get yourself a bike. And when you go buy that bike, buy whatever you're comfortable with. Thank you guys for watching this video. I am just about to pull into work, so I'm gonna sign off right here. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe. I will talk to you guys next time. See you later.
You make me